All right. Welcome again to MG Sports TV. People, thank you for joining. And just as I'm about to start the stream, some water throw up on my table. I tell her, right in front of the laptop, people. I tell her, jeez. But anyways, hopefully guys are doing good. Hopefully everyone is doing okay. So unfortunately today, still having problems again, people. Still having problems. Unfortunately, as it stands, people, we there are quite a few of the results. Well, basically, almost all of the results are still not out as yet. Still finding it very, very difficult in getting the results for the game, and I'm trying my best to get the results, people. But that is my current situation as it stands. But nevertheless. Give me a second, people. Oof. Oh, my word. Channel star. Alright, people, so some crazy madness just happened, people, as me telling that the water drop on the water dasher under the laptop, and it went on, hit the it went on and went on to the so what I have here is a video, a capture card, right? And the second device that the capture card is connected to, that's what the water went into. So I do apologize for that. Little most That would have been a big problem. So, anyways, people, smash the like button as you come in. So, as I said, people, unfortunately, a lot of the score lines, I was trying to get a lot of the score lines, and for some reason, it is so difficult because not even ISA themselves don't have the score lines. So, as it stands, I think we only have a few of the score lines readily available. Only a few. And those are the ones that I got in hand. And because I got them in hand, I could rectify or even clarify some of them. Luckily, I went to one of the games. So that is definitely a positive. Big up Antonio, terrible. Big up Stampy Wagon, MG. I wonder where the person who said Waterford would be KC or give them a run. See? Is Stampy outclass. Totally outclass. Totally. Good try Waterford, because we know Waterford is a team that play with a lot of heart. So good try to Waterford team. I know that they play with a lot of heart, people. A lot of heart. That is how they play, with a lot of heart. So good try to the Waterford team. The Waterford team, I should say. Kind of Waterford. But anyways, people, as they come in, just smash the like button. If you're here for the first time, please do hit the subscribe button as well. So there's a lot of results, people. I don't know why it's so difficult getting the results. But once the show go on, I do think that we will get some updates every now and then. So I'm looking forward to see that. Really looking forward to see that. At present moment, I can show you the table. Let me take myself out that way. Let me show you what I speak. I'm talk about people. See that? Not even these not updaters yet. So I'm not sure if they're waiting on it's a website, official website. I'm not. But so as it stands, I'm going to give you guys the result that I have. So these are the results that I have at present moment in hand. Please. Can I take it up for me, please? So may I check ISA again? No, nothing. So nothing from ISA. I see ISA posting highlight for the Manchester Mayday game, but no update in regards to score lines of the games that we have seen. So it's very unfortunate, people. Really unfortunate. So people, let's go. So I know a lot of people are here. Stampy said Waterford drop on your laptop. Yeah, me I tell her. Almost caused big problem. Pop Skull, big up 8 to be a Waterford fan right now. K Sports said the match between Garbermassey and Fogar Road was postponed. That was the last I heard. Yeah, I know that. SLR said KC a win Manning Cup. So people have said they must watch Sports News to get it. If ISA don't have the results, I don't think Sports News are going to have the results. Alright, so these are the results that I have, people. For the Manning Cup, I do have all of the Manning Cup results. For the Manning Cup, let me see. We have Arden and Meadowbrook 1-1. For the Manning Cup, people, Arden and Meadowbrook is a 1-1. That's a 1-1 draw. I think I predicted that one. I think I said nil or 1-1. Not sure, but I do think I got that prediction correct. Nova with a big up. STGC, the game that I was at, defeated Calabar 2-1. Calabar scored first via penalty. But for sure, it didn't work. It didn't really work out as though they planned it to. But interesting though. I saw a young 14-year-old playing today for Calabar. Really talented youngster. Very good prospect. Talented, explosive. Looks to be a talent. Definitely looks to be a talent to look at. SLR said Antonio wait until Saturday on a dead hot 4 love. Hey, I can't tell you now. KC George is going to be a big game. KC George is going to be a big game. But I'm not sure if I'm going to be at that game though. Really not sure if I'm going to be at that game though still. You guys don't know, me not really got the games them that is already been covered. So I'm not really sure if that's a game that I'm gonna go. Still not sure yet. Let me see in the comment section. Never would have said, yo, good night, people. Stampy said, SLR, we have a chance like all other teams, but anyone who beat JC will win. Hey, Stamp, what you try to say? You try to say JC are the favorites? Is that what you're saying? Or is it that JC are the favorites? Antonio SLR, four don't jinx it. Four dog, don't jinx it. O'Neal said I am late. No, you're not late, no, O'Neal, you don't really miss nothing. Who will win with Garvey and Foga? Interesting. I think Garvey's going to win that one. But it's going to be a close game. I'm saying 2-1 for that game. But alright, so I'm going to release the results. So, and the last result for that game, for the Manning Cup game, is Kingston College, Stampy and the boys slapped Waterford 8-0. And I'm telling you the truth, I was most definitely looking forward to say that this would be a closer game than this. But Stampy, well done Terry. Well done. This is a large marginal defeat. And it is showing that you guys are definitely, because when I saw Calabar versus Waterford, pretty much an exciting even clash. Then I saw Waterford versus STGC at STGC. That's when they won 3-0. Waterford did get opportunities as well, but they didn't put it away. STGC dominated in possession. Transition caught them a few times. But for this game now, who would expect that Waterford is a more expansive team, similar to that of KC. But guess what KC have? KC have way more lethal firepower than Waterford. Waterford has one firepower, very lethal, but I think he's the standout one. And once you cut him off, you cut off the supply to him, you have a very good chance. And that is the number 7. I think people do want something about him. Honestly, since catching 3 J-0, I would prefer a 6-0 annihilation. I let the boys know that's my expectation. Esther said, hello, who did say Waterford big? Look how my school show them up. Yeah, big decifit that. Very huge decifit. I say, I mean, I tell you, football not easy. No one go and big up hope JPS not do a disjustice like last night. Tyron says it look like Manchester group and Dintle group are gonna have a best third place teams coming out of that group. Yes, it looks to be. I spoke with Omar and he said that Oxley as a coach, he said that it depends on the cartridge result. But what I'm looking at is Charlemont, the point standing. Big up Sanjay Stewart. The point standing that Charlemont have is quite significant. They have a very good point standing. So that might put them in a good position. Football TV said, my school Old Harbour High play Glenmere tomorrow. Good game. Second leg, me no know you got the first leg, but you come on the second leg. Alright, I didn't went to the first leg, but this is the second leg. I didn't went to the first leg. Second leg is going to be intriguing, definitely. Both teams top of the table clash as well. Devante Harrison said, no see a team for stop whisper. Tazio Green said, MG, big up Tazio. K Sports said, blessings, big up. Now it's going to be interesting. So those are the results I have. 8 KC dropping 8 big result. Navarro said, catch a hat a lie. Seamount now get third place again. J Smith, Jano, really? What can say that J Smith? Out of it now? Terrible. Alright, honestly, me not think we are win, but if I probably 4-3 or 3-2. Interesting game. Unfortunately, I might not be at that game. Unfortunately. The rest of the scorelines them that I have. So I'm going to drop the rest of it. So these are some of the Dakasa Cup scorelines that I already have. These are some of the Dakasa Cup scorelines that I already have. So let me start off. We have Rossies defeating Green Island 2-0. So guys, if you have any more scorelines, just drop it in the comment section and let me just fill them in the same time. We have the Carthage College defeating Bel Air 1-0. And I honestly thought that it would have went the other way. I thought that Bellier had enough in them to defeat the Cartridge. So number one guy, your team are going with business. Your team in a second position, so still remain in second position. Manchester defeated Media 8-0. So Manchester, let me have a look. So Manchester, it's not looking good for Manchester right now. It's not looking good for Manchester right now. Let me reload this. Manchester have got advanced via best third place, it seems. If the score lines continue like this, they're going to be best third place. So, give me a second, people. I'm looking into the group, the Manchester group. Number one guy said, I am very happy. No, Novar said, yo, me can see, me a CC, me a go at the under 16 then bad, and the under 14 soon start. Oh, interesting. Top 10, big up. Edwin Allen 4-1. Kellis, I'm dropping on there already. Jean FF X said, how the Arden and Meadowbrook match go? It ended 1-1. And Mr. Dimension said, no, William Nib 6, brilliant person up Ella Pop. I don't understand what that means. Mr. Dimension, what do you mean? William Nib job 6? Are you saying William Nib job 6? Let me see if I get that score line. Are you saying William Nib job 6? You're sure about that? Certified Loaner said, how much team I got through? Most of the teams are first and second and best third place in some of the groups. I think last night when I look at someone saying the fixtures, how it's situated, think 4 best third place and all first and second. Mr. Dimension said the Brazilian players certified loan. Number one guy said we just need to beat Chester, you know. Tough, that's going to be hard but doable. It's going to be hard but doable. It won't be impossible. As I said, it will be hard, but most definitely it will be doable. Give me a second, people. The Menace. Welcome, the Menace. Welcome to the platform. Thank you very much for joining. Thank you very much for joining. I don't see no more score line. I try to see if I can get some more score line. The William Nib game people. Who I said the Brazilian players. When we nib 6 Brazilian players next round, hella pop. Mr. Dimension, I still don't understand what you're talking about. Novia Wuta said, yo, who are playing next? When we finish with the results I have. The Fogar Road game postponed. Kellis Edinalin defeat Kellis 4-1. Manchester defeated Media 8-0. Yorkcastle defeated Rockabessa 2-0. So these are the results that I have. William Nib, I think, and Cedric Titus nil-all. I have nil-all for that game. That's what I have for that game. So I'm gonna have a look at the Chester table, the Manchester table. Oh, this is it. Still no update as yet. Still no update as yet. This is tough. This is really, really tough, people. Normally we're heavily reliant on the page and also the post being updated, but not at all. Alright, so what we're gonna do, people, we're gonna jump up. We're gonna have to jump to the next games. Definitely gonna have to jump to the next games and look at what we have planned for tomorrow. So let me bring up the Casa Cup games for tomorrow. I don't like doing it like that, people. Honestly, really and truly, I don't like. I like to get the first games out of the way. George Gooden says, so basically there are 15 zones in D Cup. top 2 teams from each would make 30 going into the second round. Yes. Then the next 2 best third place team making it 32 for second round. Yes, you got it right. The next 2 best third place. So at present moment, Charlemont is in trouble, but they do have very good pointing. They have very, very good pointing. Look at it. So look, let's have a look at this. We have the Carthage College here on 15 points in second place. Let's go have a look at the Charlemont point standing. Charlemont on 16 points in third place. McGrath is clear. You can basically say that McGrath and Dintil are through. So even if Charlemont win their next game, they will maximize on 19 points. That would be their maximum capacity. 19 points. Dintil is yet to lose a game. Dintil is yet to lose a game, people. Yet to lose a game. Interesting stuff there from Dintil. Interesting stuff. So for this zone, they are the dominant team. And it is showing. It is showing. Anthony MG said, Charlemont in trouble. Yeah. Big trouble like that. Stampy said, SLR4 hit me for Sunday. Certified Loaner said, 1 technical Dintil. The Dimension said, NIB is the only school who haven't conceded a goal all season so far. That is for the Costa Cup. In Manning Cup, it is St. Catherine High. So that's for the Costa Cup. Let me see the teams that have scored a little to nothing. Apple Grove 5, 9. Let me see. You have to play over 5 games. Veer conceded 3. Glenmuir conceded 2. Interesting stuff. York Castle conceded 3. CC conceded 2. Homewood conceded 2. Bel-Air conceded 3. Stets conceded 0. Stets conceded 0. So from what I'm seeing here, Stets is also a team that concedes 0. So there goes your record. There goes your record. Mr. Dimension, there goes your record that you're holding on to. Number 1 guy said, if Charlemont don't make it, blame Chester, MG, because they were expected to beat up all the other teams. I say go. That's just a part of it, man. Let me see. So Stets is also a team. Let's see the other team. William did concede 4. Oh, William did concede 0. My apologies. Mannings concede 4. Let me see. Froome conceded 2. Irwin conceded 2. So most definitely, these are some good records, people. These are definitely some good records to look at. Mickey Moody said Clarendon College, the thing there. CC have how much? CC conceded only 3, I think. Only 3 CC conceded. Let me jump back onto CC. CC conceded only 2 and they scored 25 goals in that short time span. Same way. So that's good. That's good. That's good for them. Alright, so people, since we're not getting the score lines updated, so I'm going to refresh it for the last time and it remains the same. Let me check ISA and also Schoolboy football platform. Alright, so let me check ISA first. So no update from ISA. Also checking the Schoolboy football platform. None here as well. So people, it seems that we're just gonna have to jump into the preview. We're gonna have to jump into the preview. Let me look at the match day Monday. See if there's any changes. So there's no changes at present moment. So anyone in the comment section, if you're a part of a school, and you know the scoreline, so just drop the scoreline. You look at 2 milli, 2 idiot goal. Daniel Thompson said Charlemont has a chance, right? The chances are very, very, very slim. It is possible, but it is slim. They most definitely have to win their last game, which is against Geisel. So they have to win that game. Anthony said MG Magrat will beat until this Friday 2-0. That is going to be a good game. I think I might be at that game. The Magrat Dintil game is the Dakasa Cup game that I might be for sure. I think so. I definitely think so. I think that's going to be played at Magrat as well. A lot of teams have 1 game left. Many teams have 1 game left. A lot of teams also have 2 games. So for CC, who started a bit late, they have maybe about 4 games. Kevin Facey said, no, bro, Magrat can't win. Guys, we have over almost 100 persons watching, and we're only on 48 likes. Please do smash the like button, people. Please do smash the like button. So, guys, guess what? We're still on the road to 19,000 subscribers. We're going to try and hit that by Saturday. I'm not sure if it's possible, but let's see if we can hit it by Saturday. It's the start of the week, and we're already on 300 subscribers so far. Maybe by Wednesday. By about Wednesday, we might hit 500. Then by Friday, we can hit maybe 800. And by Saturday, we can hit 19,000. Let us see if we can do that, people. Let us see. As I said, only we can do it is by you guys sharing the content. Mr. Nine said, don't the ref them work for Issa. So how comes hours after the games, no scores updated? Issa and JFF lame. And Certified Loner said, Magrat, I got down at Dintil. Oh, so down at Dintil. Interesting. So that's an interesting game. And that's a Friday evening. That's a go stroll for me. Stroll out for me on a Friday evening. Daniel Thompson said, I think Charlemont going to make it, win last 2 games, and they should be okay. They have 1 game left, Daniel. 1 game left. 1 game left. That is their current situation. They have 1 game left. But that 1 game, winning that game is going to put them on 19 points. So, best 3rd place, I do think that is good. That should be good enough for best 3rd place. Alright, so people in the comment section, what I'm going to do, I'm going to run through the score lines, the games that played yesterday. And the reason I'm doing it is if you have the scores for those games, drop it in the comment section. So we're going to start off, we already have the Rusty's game. So let's start off, people, if you do have the scores. So I'm going to name the games that I don't have any scores for. And I want you guys to do, what I want you guys to do is just drop it in the comment section if you have any idea how those games went. Let's start off. We have Brownstone versus Marcus Garvey. If you have the scoreline for that, drop it in the comment section. Paul Bogle versus Morant Bay. Secondly, we have Robert Lightburn versus Seaford. St. Thomas Tech versus Yallas. Thompson Town versus Lennon. And Spot Valley versus Mushet. So those are the games that tentatively we are awaiting the results for. Let me run through again. Brownstone versus Marcus Garvey. Paul Bogle versus Morant Bay. Robert Lightburn versus Seaford. Number 1 guy said Paul Bogle 1-3-2. Okay, so that's what we're talking about, people. Getting the results. Bringing 3-2 for Paul Bogle. Who you think gonna top their group? Cedric Titus or William Nib? Not sure. That's a close group. The game between Cedric Titus and William Nib, which is, I think that's the next William Nib game. Oh, they drew. Not sure. Me see it on news and no. That's the Paul Bogle game. So, Nova, which game is that? So get the results for me. I'm number 1 guy. The Brownstone Marcus Garvey. Lennon beat Thompson Town 5-7. Or 7-5? What the heck? Goalfest. The Mr. Dimension said William Nib will top their group based on goal difference. Seen all the results and you forget them already? Jeez. LMT Shadow said, who you think gonna top their group? Cedric said, oh, just read that a while ago. Navar, which game is 3-0? Which game is 3-0? Nobody now drop it in the comment section. So I hold the number one guy alone watch news. Tangy1 said, William will top the group. Alright, so people, guess what we're gonna do? Since we don't have that, we are going to most definitely move on. We're gonna definitely move on to the games that we have tomorrow. The previews for the games that we have tomorrow. Let's see if we have a big matchup coming up for tomorrow. Let's jump on to that. Since no one has the rest of the score lines, we're going to move away from it. Hopefully by now, I think Issa might get their score lines in. And it's just sad that Issa can't just do this one, sort out this one small issue. One something like this. You work with all the referees. And I'm sure you can get back a feedback from the referee, which is not that difficult. I highly doubt that it will be that difficult. But such is life. Such is life, it seems. Such is life. I need to build an elite group of people. I'm gonna try to see if I can build a WhatsApp group with people who can be effective in getting the score lines. Seems like I'm not gonna have to do that. Mirak said, military, you loom on Twitter. Yes, I do. I have a Twitter account, MG Sports Media. Number one guy said, Issa moving slow like my brain right now. Never said, I forgot. Jeez. Daniel said, but MG, if you look at it, Charlemont actually the best third place team right now. You sure about that? Let me see if there's any other third place team with 16 points. Let's have a look. I'm going to check. Greenpan third place 10 points. Not even Cornwall second place 12 points. Rossies 15 points. In second place, Green Island 9 points. Nope. Herbert Morrison 8 points. Godfrey Stewart 9 points. Monroe College 13 points. So Monroe College pushing for best third place as well. Manchester 13 points as well. Mile Gully 10 points. Lennon 7 points. Brownstone 8 points. St. Mary Tech 11 points. Charlemont 16 points. Yalas 14 points. Old Auburn 9 points. Zone N Foga on 10 points. Port Antonio 6 points. So Charlemont at present moment have even more points than some of the first place teams. So I don't think I'm not sure. Maybe I don't know if it's a rules, but I think based on what I'm seeing, Charlemont should be in good standing. Nova said, yo, Lennon drop out. No, nobody drop out as yet. Tell him, KK said, what you takes on Greenpan high in the Casa Cup so far. Alright, so I have never seen them. I've never seen Greenpan. I'm being honest. I've never seen Greenpan as yet. They are one of the schools that are very, very far from me. And it's hard. I've been to a lot of schools. I've been as far as the Clarendon region, the Foga Road, the CC, the Veer. Who else? Foga, Veer, CC. Who else me see? I know me see one more team from down that side. Glenmuir, Central. Edwin Allen. So I've seen these teams, but I've not really branched off as further than Clarendon. For sure, I'm looking into getting a stretch out. I'm looking into making a step out far. But I'll have to see how that one go. Daniel said, and I believe Charlemont I got beat Geisel on Friday, so I believe they are still in it. Jeremy McIntosh said it will be William versus Greenpan final. Number one guy said, best D-Cup season this from me. Ban. Because the school are going good. Because the school are going good. So tell him KK, so tell him underscore KK, so that's the situation. I have not seen Greenpan. All I can speak of is based off the results that we're seeing so far. That's the best I can do. Number one guy said Bel Air coach sound so salty right now. What do you mean? Tell him said when you do hit me up from here. Alright, definitely. Oh, via what? just contact me via Instagram at MG Sports. MG Sports people. So someone with an Instagram, so can one of the people they spanner drop me Instagram in the comment section, please, if you have the time. Instagram profile. The Mr. Dimension said Nib have 6 good players who haven't played all season yet. Wait, what am I waiting on? Daniel Thomas said, but MG, what's the rules for the D Cup as it relates to qualifying? I think it's 4 best placed team. When you go to the next round, there will be 4 groups. I think it's going to be 4 groups. So 32 teams advancing. Is it 32? Let me see something. 15 groups, 32 teams advancing. I think it's 32 teams advancing. It's 32? 32 teams advancing. So I think it's going to be 2 best third place. I believe it's going to be 2 best third place. Either 2 or 4 best third place. I think that is how it is. 2 or 4 best third place. And they're going to go in groups of 4, I believe. Groups of 4. Not sure. I don't think it's going to be 8. Groups of 4 for the second round. And then out of that, I think one team will leave those groups. And they're going to have quarterfinals, semifinals, and then finals. I think that is how they set it up. Jason said, military second round, you start travel far. I think I'm going to have to travel far for the second round. Ronald Jones said, winning streak continues tomorrow for Mona. Big up. Definitely. Who Mona play tomorrow? Well, we don't know it. I'll go through it. Yellow said, yes, and them supposed to play home and away. Then them go round of 16. Okay. Interesting. K Sports said, it's a rule supposed to be on the page, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's how I said it's going to go. Glenmere going to lose to Olaba. Top 10 said 8 groups of 4. So me get it right, people. 8 groups of 4. I got it right. Kenny Hilgos said how Fogg and Garvey must see a match when. It was postponed till tomorrow. Ronald Jones said Woolmans. Navarro Witter said Demby and who are player. Alright, so people, let's get into the preview. John knows I'm about that a blink. People listen to me batch a blink. Yeah man, go and blink, man. Go and blink. Go and blink. Alright, so people, let's get into the preview for tomorrow's game. We're going to start off the Dakasa Cup. All I'm waiting for is 3 persons to send in their predictions, and then we'll move on to the next game. This game we have Irwin versus Anchovy. I'm going to say Irwin 4, Anchovy 0. Anchovy have not been impressive this season. Very, very unimpressive. 32 goals conceded, only 4 goals scored. Irwin yet to lose a game, only conceding 2. Bad. 4-0 Irwin. What's your thoughts on the people? What's your thoughts? What are your thoughts? Jasmine said 32 to second round, 16 to knockout, 8 to quarterfinals. Ken KW Media, KW, sound very familiar. MG, me tell us Waterford can play good field. Can't play upon good field. Interesting. Why? Me don't know. But them utilize them own pitch though. So I could see how the second round for that game they're going to go. Might be close. I'm not sure, but I do think that Casey would have shown them that they have really, really good firepower. Number 1 guy said Anchovy 0, Irwin 3. Mr. Diamond said the 6 NIB players might arrive tonight to play Cedric Titus on Wednesday. So when am I come from, Mr. Dimension? Tell him KK said some of these schools have no matchup in their groups. That's why they're on top when second round come. Hell broke loose. Talent are going to speak for itself. Well said. Never out as a Dendian who are play art. So we'll start off, people. Jeremy McIntosh said Irwin going to 1-1. Jano star. Jano. Irwin 1-1. Alright, so when them come from Brazil, they went on a trial at Brazil. Mr. Dimension, they went to a trial in Brazil. That would be interesting. Never would have said I go draw. Oof. Our next game, people, we have Cornwall versus St. James in the same group. I think Cornwall is going to win that one. St. James is just 4 points behind. No, St. James 3 points behind Cornwall. St. James actually not a very good run of form. They have only lost one game. They have only lost one game so far, whilst Cornwall have lost 3. Oh, interesting. This game might draw, you know. I'm saying Cornwall 2-1. I'm saying Cornwall 2-1. Young and famous said, boy, them can't manage catching. Figo strike, big up. How much Whisper scored today? He scored 1. I think he's going to hardly score. I think he's going to score every game. Jay Smith said it's 4 groups of 4. Can't be 4 groups of 4. If 2 teams are advancing. 15 groups. It can't be 4 groups of 4. Jay Smith. It cannot be. That's merely impossible. So that's 1 group, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 groups. Can't be 4 groups of 4. It's impossible to be 4 groups of 4. Has to be 8 groups of 4. 8 groups of 4. Let's go. Tell him KK said Erwin definitely win it. David Hutchins said the whole Waterford match got they lost. They got a bashing. Really bad one too as well. 8-0. Yellow said for the quarterfinals it's 4 groups of 4. Oh, for the quarterfinals. Never said Garvin looks so hot at all. True. Yellow said St. James 2, Cornwall 1. Never said James are going to win. Yellow said Millie, you need to pre the Chester group in terms of points. Hit that. Definitely. Alright, so I'm going to Cornwall. I think Cornwall is slightly picking up on form. They will have Greenpond versus Maldon. Greenpond versus Maldon. I'm saying both teams are close, you know. I'm saying Greenpond 1-0. I'm saying Greenpond 1-0. Greenpond 1-0, people. Greenpond versus Maldon. I'm saying Greenpond 1-0. Milton Mill said, you think Clarendon College have any chance? Clarendon College have no chance. Clarendon College can't win the Acasta Cup. None at all. them some stop pressure them. Tell him that most of the dancers and my type are people. What's that? Game Birds, Guna Wagwan, big up Game Birds. Number 1 guy said Cornwall is a hot and cold side. True. Can't even predict. That's true. I don't know what I'm going for them this season. No. I just say hot and cold. Win some, lose some. All is no problem. Terry said, David, you meant how the Casey game go? Didn't see Waterford today. Jeez, stop it. Janmo, oh my word. I never said why. Dominic Rogers said might draw. Interesting. That might draw. Number 1 guy said Maldon 2-1. Jason said military 4 groups of 4 for quarterfinals. Okay. Oh, understood now. Gamebird said Guna, you can't put down me. School, you know. We are born champions. David Hutchinson said how big side George's match got. George's won their game 2-1. Jeremy Hawkinson said Greenpond playing very well. 4-0. 4-0 Greenpond. Wow. I haven't seen them as well, so interesting to see them. Alphonsus Davis versus Alston. So that's the next group. That's the next group, people. No. I'm going to run up on them again like normal. Bottom of the table clash. Alphonsus Davis 3-0. Alston tough. Tough luck, Alston. Tough luck. Give me a second. Just gotta please call people. Give me a They said it was a mistake, people. So we're back again. Next match we have Alphonsus Davis. I said I'm pretty a while ago. Get off track. I'm pretty a while ago. Alphonsus Davis, Sparling. And people remember one time Sparling started off good and then just watered down. Alphonsus, I'm gonna say 2-1, 2-0. Next game we have is Christiana versus Mile Gully. Christiana versus Mile Gully. This is a second place position fight this because there's no third place coming from this zone. Christiana versus Mile Gully. Mile Gully conceded 2 goals. Christiana conceded 4, but Christiana scored more. 2-2 draw, people. I'm going for a 2-2 draw for this one. 2-2 draw. I'm going for a 2-2 draw. Dominic Rogers said Greenpan at school. Of course. Tell him said Greenpan produced some good ballers over the years such as Deshaun, Becky, Beckford, and more. Gamebird said someone now support them alma mater, you know. Tanga said 1 college, Clarendon. Gamebird said CC. Nova Witter said 2-1. David Ocean said Guna, although me used to go in it Bennett, me have Dintil for win that Casa Cup. Big statement. Big statement. Kevin Kelly said some of the school them don't look good this year. True, Dintil a spoiler play good up till them reach final. This year, what if them want break it? What if them break the jinx this year? What if they break the jinx this year? Gamebird said, if you support in the school and stop cheer for other school when you in the same competition. True. Everybody don't know that Charlemont may I bring. When Charlemont come out now, it has to be the schools from the Lindsay region, you know. The Dintil. As much as I know CC bad, I fancy seeing Dintil up against CC. Me fancy that. I fancy seeing CC up against Dintil. That would be a very, very good encounter. Now we have Denby versus Teasius Golden. Tough matchup for Denby. I think Teasius are going to take this one. I honestly think Teasius Golden is... No, Denby. My apologies. I think Denby is going to win this one. Still not seeing what I want to see from Teasius. So Denby to win that one 2-1. Maybe 3-1. Teasius not really consistent. In the comment section, what do you think in the comment section? Not seeing a lot of predictions. Navarro said 6-0. Let's watch and see. Kevin Kelly. Navarro said only if you support CC. So Navarro, I gotta tell everybody if you support CC. JFS said Whisper at 17. When is his birthday? When is his Whisper birthday? Brandon Denniston said Whisper bigger than Manning Cup at just 16. Gamebird said, oh, just read that. Terry McCain, big up. Spalding have a young side, true. David Hutchins said, Terry, me feel it for them. I swear. You looked at anytime Dintil beat CC in the semi-final or thereabout, Dintil will win the Dakasa Cup. Brandon Denniston said, oh, but the boy is class for real. For sure. 100%. Kevin Kelly said, yellow blood in my vein. Cubans for life. Number 1 guy said, only DC me support. Me nah support no CC who win Dakasa Cup so often. Underdog story, number 1 guy said. Terry said, Whisper 17. You look at about 5 years CC I beat Dintil straight, you know. The margins, them always big. I think this year might be different. And funny enough, you know, Dintil number 21, number 20, Giovanni Affleck. He received, last night he received the leading goal scorer award for the St. Catherine Under 17 competition. In about 6 games, he scored 13 goals. Lethal player, lethal. Navarre Witter said, your birthday tomorrow. Big up. Once a day, man, we're going to give a shout out, Navarre. So make sure, well, even drop in for a second, I will give a shout out. Jeff said, talk about Man Cup. No, we're not finished with the preview for the Black Casa Cup yet. We're not finished the preview for the Black Casa Cup yet. So we're finished up now. We have a few more games to go. Yeah, we almost finished up, man. We have Glenmuir versus Old Harbour. For this game is top of the table clash, people. Big top of the table clash. Well, not top of, no, it's not top of the table clash. Old Harbour struggling a bit. I thought that. But if Old Harbour win this, they're going to be level on points with Glenmuir. Only difference is goal difference. Central is doing well so far in this zone. So I think I'm going to go Glenmuir 2-1. It's going to be a good game, so it's going to be close, but I might go in favor of Glenmuir. All about the play, I have high ratings for all about number 17. That midfielder is a very good midfielder. Ravan Bennett said, Dintil always falter against CC even when them have the better side. The day they get past CC, they will win the Casa Cup. K Sports said, win, lose or draw, Cubans all the way. You're lucky, agree with Ravan. Ricardo Chambers said, Dintil number 20 scored 9 in one match in under 17. Yeah, rough man, 9 or 7. 7 in score, man. Kevin K said, Mr. Johnson, you say, are we double it this year, Cubans? Crazy with Magrat, the silent killers. David Usher says, good, I see Edith Bennett, higher Premier League coach, and me not see no difference. I bet Mr. Cunningham still a coach the team. The wine is easy, you know. K Sports said 3-2 Glenmuir. Shaq Paul, big up. How I don't see any update on the website for my Manning Cup games score. There's none. There's none. That's how you go. Alright, so let me Navarro says CC can't lose. Alright, so let's jump back, people, onto the next game. We have Black River versus Belmont Academy. Black River versus Belmont Academy, people. Let me see if I can find a group. Zone O. I'm not finding a group. I'm looking for the group, people. Black River versus Belmont Academy. So Black River 4 points, Belmont Academy 8. Belmont lose 4 times, Black River 3. Belmont 2-1. Close encounter, but Belmont 2-1. Godfrey Stewart versus Grangill. I think that is the same group. Godfrey Stewart, Grangill. Godfrey Stewart 4. Grangill 0. Petersfield Mannings. Interesting one. Both teams are yet to lose a game in the group. This is the top of the table clash. Mannings 2, Petersfield 1. This might be Petersfield's first defeat of the season. 4 goals conceded between both teams. Interesting. 4 goals conceded between both teams. I'm going to say Mannings 2, Petersfield 1. Close encounter. I'm not sure if you can. I think I'm going to give the edge to Mannings. Mannings striker going good. Leading goal scorer overall in Schoolboy Football Commission right now. See, nobody not talk about him. Funny enough, nobody not talk about him. No one is speaking about him. That's Jamalik Porter. No one is speaking about Jamalik Porter. And he's the leading goal scorer overall in Schoolboy football right now. 16 goals. The closest to him between the Dintil player 13, Whisper supposed to be on 14, and the Mona defender supposed to be on 13. So those are the closest players to him. Closest. Like up the video, Gamebird said like up the video. People have over 100 persons and we can't reach 100 likes. Roger said, I have to give Enid Bennett time to build a program. David Hutchinson said, no joke from comment section. I move fast, you know. A no joke thing from man stop coach side. The team can't left the first round. Novel Witter said Black River I go win. Gamebird said like up the video. Milton CC always turn up the pressure second round. Watch it. Kwani big up. Man is not gonna beat Petersfield that easily. Yeah, 2-1 is not an easy defeat, you know. An easy win, you know. 2-1 is not an easy win, you know. Malaysia Beckley said Alfreda Forbes here. My phone dead. Big up. Oh, big up Alfreda. Phone dead. Jordy said facts. Dominic Rogers said some big games ending stalemate. True. Tanga said 1. Maria Mannings number 12. Mr. Johnson Gunner, who is your team so far? Mannings nah throw no weight. Them zone weak, man. True, the zone is weak, and they're also making the zone look weak as well. Jamalik Porter, a goal poacher. You can't take that away from him. That's a lethal score. People were 11 likes. We have over 100 persons watching, and we're only 11 likes away from hitting the 100 mark. So once we reach 100 likes, you won't hear me say anything again about likes. Game gunners on a high set. Pool said them I get robbed. Yeah man, they can't say anything now. Big up Dalton. Big up. Big up. Massive, massive respect. People know for one me up there blink. I'm never sure if I right on me is. Battery. Long time battery blink. Alright, so I'm going to close up. I'm going to try to finish off the Dakasa Cup because we have to go to the Manning Cup. Not sure how much games I play tomorrow. Lacovia versus Sydney Pagan. Let me see that group. I think Lacovia. I'm going to go Lacovia. Because so far both teams are underperforming. Lacovia 2-1. Next one we have Magati versus One Coke, BB Coke. I'm going to go BB Coke 3, Magati 1. One Coke, big up. Monroe versus Stets. Interesting. Stets yet to lose a game. Yet to concede as well. Monroe now score, Monroe concede. Stets 4-0. Not sure if Monroe is going to be the one to break that deadlock. That clean sheet from Stets. Not sure. So we're going to jump over to the Manning Cup now, people. Jumping over to the Manning Cup. So I'm going to bring up the group for the Manning Cup group and also the Manning Cup fixtures for tomorrow. Maybe I'm not even sure if there's a lot of games being played tomorrow in the Manning Cup. So let's see. Let's have a look and see, people. Let's have a look and see. Tavar, thank you very much for hitting the subscribe button, Tavar. Let me see if we can catch it here. That's Tavar Bailey. Big up Tavar Bailey. Massive, massive respect. Alright, so these are today's game. You see, I know that no update. Do you know? Tough. Rough. Alright, so we have quite a few Manning Cup games. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 9 Manning Cup games, people. So we're going to start off with the first one. We have Bridgeport versus Vauxhall. Bridgeport versus Vauxhall, people. Let's have a look at that group. Both teams at the bottom of the table. So far, Vauxhall is taking a bigger battering than Bridgeport. So maybe we're going to have to go Bridgeport for that one. That game will be played at Dumble Holing. Over there's a salt for Bridgeport, you know. We don't know. But it's just salt for Bridgeport. They find it difficult over there. Brandon said 2-0. Vauxhall 3, Bridgeport 2. Brandon Diminishon said 2-0 Bridgeport. J. Smith said Manning's Blue Blood. Duchesne Garden. MG, do you know how they will select who play in the second round? Best top two teams, first and second. And I think between 4 or 2 best third place. Gamebird said Clarendon College, Chelsea Blue Blood. Tavar Bailey, Saturday is going to be loud. SCGC versus KC. Johnny Atkins said Miss Cool. Stets after go big against Monroe. Brandon said no one predicted the KC 8-0 Waterford today because of that what happened against George is true. Very, very true. Gamebird said Guna was Central Haider in the group. They are leading the group. Central is at the top of the group. That 876 goes at MG. You think the Carshit are the underdogs for the Casa Cup? Underdog for the Casa Cup. DC. Not sure as yet. I can't predict that one as yet. J. Smith said Stets 2-1. Tell him said yeah, them number 10. That's tell him KK. Dalton Red said Lennon 1-2-0. You get the result, you get the scoreline, Dalton. If you get the scoreline, just shot them to me, please. That's for if you get the previous results. Navarre says Stets 2-1. What would I talk about the Casa Cup? Why discuss the Casa Cup and we already in the Manning Cup? Ravan Bennett said JC me alma mater I win Manning Cup #30 #31 with ease. So next game we have Edith Dalton versus Charlie Smith, and that game will be played by Edith Dalton. I think Charlie Smith is in good form, so I'm going Charlie Smith 3-1. Charlie Smith 3-1. Ale Selassie versus Tivoli. That's the same group. How much game I playing? That's one group here. Ale Selassie versus Tivoli. Close encounter. I might go Ale Selassie 2-1. I think it's going to be close. People in the comment section, just drop your predictions in the comment section right away. Cedar Grove versus St. Mary College. Jano sir, Cedar Grove. Must can pick up some points here. Must. At least pick up some points here. Cedar Grove must get. They are 6 points. St. Mary College. I think this is a chance. This is a chance that they have. Cedar Grove to have to put some pressure on Holy Trinity and St. Diego. I do think Cedar Grove is going to win maybe 3-0. Cedar Grove 3-0. People in the comment section, we have gone past that Castle Cup already, you know. You guys should have been here early. We're 3 likes away from hitting the 100 like margin. Nathan Boss said, where can you watch the games, MG? Nathan Boss, the games are not here live. Only a few. That's on Sportsmax 1 and 2 times. KW said, KW Media said Saturday will be this. We will see the biggest schoolboy football game so far this season with KC versus STGC. Rovan Bennett said JC, my alma mater, win Manning Cup. I read that already. Number said, me feel a joy to go draw. Nando's the Derby Day in Spanish Town tomorrow. St. Diego versus St. Catherine. How the Murder match go? 1-1. George is a go trample KC Saturday. Tomorrow me I go party. Alright, so let me continue, people. JC versus Holy Trinity, and that game will be played at Jamaica College. Holy Trinity, remember so much goal and concede. 16 goals and concede. JC scored 35. Funny enough, the first game only ended 2-4. Let me see if JC I got fix up. Holy Trinity are the only team that score on JC. Let's see how tomorrow go. But I'm going to go JC 4, Holy Trinity 0. JC didn't really hit first gear as yet. They're taking it smooth and calm so far. We have St. Diego versus Catching. Big derby game at Prison Oval. Big derby game. So far, I have to go with Catching based on the form that they're in. Despite Diego with the new addition looking good, I do think that St. Catherine have more than enough to get the job done. So I'm going to go St. Catherine 3, St. Diego 1. St. Catherine 3, St. Diego 1. Next game we have Campadon versus Haider. So that's the next group. Campadon versus Haider. Campadon conceded 7. Haider conceded 7. Campadon conceded 17. That's too much. That based off that game that Campadon played against Woolmans, it shows that Campadon are coming back. I'm gonna say I'm gonna say 2-2. I think it's gonna be 2-2. I think we're gonna see goals in that game. I'm gonna say 2-2. Nanda said JC 5-0. Jeremy Robinson said, what do you think about the refereeing at Campadon versus Mona game? For sure, I wasn't really concentrate on the refereeing in that game. Oh, people, thank you very much. We've hit the 100 like margin. Really appreciate it, guys. Thank you. You won't hear anything else from me about that. We are over an hour here. I wasn't really focusing on the refereeing. I was actually watching the game. It was an entertaining game, so I was more focused on the game. Nava said 16 goals. They have. Ajana Axis said JC 5, Holy Trinity 0. Navarre said JC 5 as well. Mr. Diamond says St. Catch not gonna beat St. Diego 2-0. And the car, I think I say see it today. Where? Not sure. I was at George's game. Well, I took bus. I went on bus. I went Portmore, from Portmore to downtown. From downtown to George's. So maybe you will see me en route. Oh, camera gone now, people. So give me a sec. Let me change the battery. Tevin Gray said, now posting under 17 final. Yes, I will be posting it soon. Anikar said, I saw you. Nanda said, every game starts 3 p.m. IT Push said, JC 6. Holy Trinity 0. Anikar said, I wasn't sure it was you. Yeah, me look different. Yes, me look different. Now change the battery, people. So we are back. We are back now, people. So get the camera sorted out. We get that all of that sorted out. 1cc Dalton right, the amount of game you win, you add to the extra points and get out of qualify. You were behind the thing that the ref say you can't stay there. Yeah, I don't know why. Because if me behind at that, obviously, me supposed to good because that is actually the margin which a player can go. And the truth is, if a player should make contact to one of those things, it's not gonna be pretty. Tavar Bailey said, well, might as well I check out the Spanish Town Derby. Dalton said two best third place. Okay, so just two best third place team. Navarro said two best third place team. Jano, sir. Chalmont is if Chalmont win on Friday, they're gonna be on 19 points. If Chalmont win on Friday, they're gonna be at 19 points. Yeah, man, it was me and the car. I was at George's. I was at the George's game. Dominic Rogers said, not sure, but does Woolman still play a defensive style football? No, they play more expansive now. Way more expansive. KK said, a full time for some school other than Clarendon College, Jamaica College, and Kingston College when you cup them. Yeah, for any other school to win the cup, you have to start developing your program like this school would have done. And that is the reason why they are winning it on multiple occasions. Yes, Navarre. So, also Navarre was there. Andy Carr was there. Navarre said 1cc. Andy Carr said also Waterford. Foolishness. Also Waterford. Yeah, I was at the Waterford game as well. I was also at the Waterford game. George's versus Waterford. So my assumption is that you are part of George's or like CDE. Alright, so people, let me continue the predictions. Let me get that out of the way. So we are at Haider versus Campadon. I said Haider would win that 2-1. I said that 2-1. Oh no, 2-2. Think it's gonna be 2-2. I think this game is at Royal Lakes. Campadon versus Haider. Royal Lakes. Jano, sir. Close enough. Close. Really, really close to me. Anyways. Mona High versus Woolmans. Interesting. Interesting one. I think I'm going to go with Mona again. Going to go with Mona. I'm going to say Mona 3-1. Going for Mona 3-1. Not sure if Campadon Woolmans is going to fix up what they missed out last time. Last game they played Mona's and Mona. Let me see. What the game the end? Exactly. I'm going to go Mona 3-1. Similar to what happened last time out. Then we have Papine versus Kingston High, where that's going to be a draw 2-2. That's going to be a 2-2 draw, people. In the comment section, drop your predictions. No one guy said Idle 3-1, Mona 4-2. George Gooden said points per game ratio. John Axton, Mona 3-2. And the car said 3-1. Navarro said, truly that. Dalton Wright said, MG, me send you the settings to a page. Alright, let me check. Okay, so these are the seeded teams based off points. Okay, so seeded matchups are Stan Garvey Masia versus Foga, Dintil versus DC, CC versus Titchfield. I'm gonna say 2. CC versus Titchfield, Mannings versus Orakabessa, Stets versus St. Mary, Frome versus Peterfield, William versus Christiana, McGrath versus Veer, York Castle versus BB Cook, Central versus Seaford, Paul Bogle versus Glenmuir, Bellier versus Edwin Hallin, Irwin versus Taki, Received versus Manchester High, hot. Wormwood versus Cornwall, Happy Grove versus Cedric Titus. So those are seeded matchups. So we will do a lot more in details with that. None said here and they had an individual invalid player playing. What happened? What happened? What's that happen, man? Nandes, me not see what you say. Nana said, here heard either losing all their points. They have a ineligible player playing. Wow. Wow, that is bad. And we have learned from last season how much teams get disqualified last season because of the same thing. The Dimensions, I heard that Clarendon College want to win all cups without losing any game. Is it possible? Not sure. Not sure. Yes, it is possible. Not sure if they will do it though. Losing no game at all. That's tough enough. If any team can do it, two teams I think can do it. CC and JC. Yeah, for sure. For sure. George is good. Number one guy said Isle 3-1. John said Mona 3-1 was 2. Dalton said, oh, just read that. Tanga said, do you think Mona can go all the way? I think Mona is going to find problem in the quarterfinals. They're going to pass the second round, but they might have problems in the quarterfinals. I think if they're going to move from this zone straight into the quarterfinals, I think Mona might have problem in the quarterfinals. It depends on the team that they face. They are very good units, but their biggest strength is their firepower. What's going to happen when the firepower is not kicking? When you look at a catching team, defensively sound, attacking wise they are structured, you can say definitely that's a team who you can say they have the potential to do greatness in the competition. They have the potential to do greatness in the competition. But the problem is now, when you have a Mona team, whereas attacking wise, they will blow you off the field. But defensive wise, they are just as suspect as any one of the teams who are not playing any football. So definitely. KW said Woolmans 2-1. Nanda said Woolmans 2-1. Ajana said, hope say Craig Butler win the Manning Cup. Mr. Dimension said, why are they losing all points in eligible player? That's what Nanda said. Seems to be the case. They were that they had an invalid player. Hopefully. Oh, tough. Milovic said, this week, first round are done. I think, no, next week. Teams like CC still have a lot of games to play. Milovic said, Mona nah beat Grant. Nanda said, how do we tell Mona? How do we tell Milovic? KC2. George Gooden said, next round is two-way tie, home and away. Top 16 versus bottom 16. Navarro said, why they can't lose? I'm not sure. Navarro said, why they can't win? They can win, but they might lose a one game. Even though Dintle went far without losing any game last season as well, Annika, the Judges have 3 games to play. You know the thing about it, some of the teams that lose them early game, then they get the lose out of them way from early. So definitely. Jay Smith said military be a Saturday. By Saturday that's a change, man. Dalton said just look like the team seeded. That's how the first set of match will play. Alright, so Dalton, it will change, Remember now, Dalton, it will change. So what if Charlemont get the 19 points? If Charlemont get the 19 points, they will basically have one of the highest, best third place pointings. So they might advance. They still might advance based off that if they win the game against Geisel coming Friday. If they win that game, they will have, I think, is it Friday? But they will have one of the best third place pointings. So if other teams can get that, we will see. But they do, it's really good that they won a lot of games. So they still have a chance. Annika said KC twice and Calabar. Mr. Diamond said Mona don't have a good defensive team. I think what they're doing is that you have to outscore us to win us. Something like that. You have to outscore us to beat us. But the problem lies is what's gonna happen. I'm not saying what's gonna happen when the strikers are not firing. When the goal scorers are not firing. What's gonna happen then? So at some point in time, I do think that Craig Butler would have seen all of the comments surrounding his defensive structure, the issues the team have with defense, and I do believe that is now something that he must have been working on to fix. Jay Smith said Mona need to fix them defense. Marigore said Georges outclassed C-Bar to come from behind and beat them. True, that was a good win. Andy Carr said everybody talking about Casey number 10 because he's a quality player. Real superstar. Dalton Wright says a 16 team in 4 group. Navarre said CC beat them bad. Johnny said Mona are a pressing team. Yes, but not because you're a pressing team means you forget the defense. Not the defenders shouldn't be pressing as well. Yes, you can create pockets or box of 4s or box of 3s where you can press in 4s, in quarts of 4, press in quarts of 3s, press in triangular press, rectangular press, all different type of press. But in the same sense, once you start evading and pressing that high and leave those spaces in behind, specifically in behind the fullbacks, those spaces will be exploited by good quality players. Andy Carr said, how you know how the Waterford versus KC match went? We got the scoreline. Andy Carr said Calabar scored 1 penalty, then Georges scored 2 in the second half. Nande said, Millie, which country game you going? Me not decide as yet. Me still not decide as yet. The Olaba versus Glenmuir seems to be a good matchup. Olaba versus Glenmuir seems to be a good matchup, so I'm not sure yet. Island Picnic said Craig Butler not worried about defense. He will tell you his team aim will be outscore the opponent. Ask him on your next interview tomorrow. I'm not sure if I got there. I'm not go there the Mona game. I won't be at the Mona game. But in the same sense, it is risky. It is doable, but it's high risk. And you know, in life, high risk, high reward. Mr. Dimension, someone is going to set the play upon whisper. Even go to bench like that they did to me in the 80s. Man, I understand. No, man, I don't want that to happen. I do not want that to happen. I want to see him I want to see him play every single game that he can. I don't want anyone to hurt. I don't want that. I tell you the truth, I don't want that. Because the reason why I want that, I want to see a fully fit KC team, even in the Champions Cup against maybe a Dintil or a CC or a Mannings. I want to see a fully fit KC team against a JC, against a St. Catherine, who else? Against a Start. Even against a Mona. I don't want no injury to none of the star players and none of the players them. I don't want any injury at all. A little niggle, but nothing. I don't want it to happen. I'm being honest. None at all. Tajari said how much Casey and Waterford match done. Casey gave Waterford 8-0. Nana said Craig can't read that out, Nandes. Let me put it. Craig now worry about defense. Saying George's catching stats are going to expose him if he plays so. I think so. But I honestly think that he will try to fix it. I personally believe that Craig will try to fix that. He will try to do something about that defense. Xavier Codlin, big up. Welcome to the show. Really appreciate you coming in. People, the show are long, what people are. So let me tell you guys from now, I'm going to close off on the 1.5 hour mark. So we only have 9 minutes left to go. Can't go for 2 hours, people. We have to leave the program rewatchable. We don't want to talk out all the points. Nanda said JC as well. Andy Carr said if the C-Bar keeper in purple never got injured, it would have been harder for our judges. Funny enough, the substitute keeper came on and he let in the first goal that he let in, the one that went under his arm. I think it went, yeah. The first keeper, that wouldn't have happened to him. The first keeper is a quality keeper. The second keeper, no. There's questions mark on him. I do think that he needs to put in some more work to be at that level. But for sure, let's see how time will tell. Annika said, what you say, 8 goals to what? Javier Collins said, what do you think about the Calabar goalkeeper? The first choice goalkeeper, I just mentioned it a while ago. Really good goalkeeper. Really, may I tell you, some tremendous save. Good positioning, command in his defense. Then now when he came off, you can see that there was a big drop in the defensive structure. So he was a vital point in how the team defend. That calm-headed. J.A. Pros for Life said 8-0. Tajar said 8-0 you're deaf. Navarro said go to CC versus Edwin Saturday. No, I went to CC versus Edwin already. I went to the first leg. I can't do that again. Anika said that me and say first keeper strong too. Yeah, very, very good. Kicky ball far. When the man booty ball, he might booty ball from his goal onto the next keeper. Nancy Miller, what's your favorite game so far this season? My favorite game so far this season. Alright, so the biggest scoreline I've been to is St. Catherine. Boring, the game boring. St. Catherine make a game boring. Everybody wants to score. They just big eager to score. No intent. You don't really feel it. The most exciting game I've been to so far. I'm seeing I can run back in my head. I'm gonna say the Jonathan Grant. The Jonathan Grant stats game was epic. The Jonathan Grant stats game was epic. It was epic, and I've never, not even Premier League game. Alright, so I've been to Premier League games. I can say that the Premier League game, the Dumber Hole in Cavaliers game was epic. That's one of the most epic games I've been to. But the Jonathan Grant and stats game, the atmosphere, the excitement, I don't know, but I tell you, the game it never normal. I tell you the truth, that game they never normal at all. They never normal. The intensity, everything was with the game. Every single thing. I've seen a lot of games, vibes is right and stuff. Even so when I watched the Waterford versus SCGC, the vibes was really, really nice, but the game was kind of one-sided a bit. More in the favor of SCGC. So Georges, it's more in the favor of Georges beating Waterford. So it was a good game. The Meadowbrook versus KC, one-sided game that as well, in favor of KC. The Waterford versus Calabar first game, I think it was 1-1. It was kind of okay. So I've been to the Veer versus Foga. It was okay. Stars versus Tarrant, one-sided as well. It has to be the Jonathan Grant versus Stats game. Epic. Best game so far, for me, this season. Epic, man. The nice, the atmosphere, they feel nice, man. I tell you, man. The person, the bands people, I beat the bands and I have a camera, I bounce and I record and I say, yeah, vibe nice and ball and knock. Well, Stats and knocking most I ball still, but ball and knock. In that game though, what I saw in that game, it shows the importance of home fans. Yeah, alright, so the Campadon, so for example, the Campadon Mona game was a good game. It was really a good game. But look at it. So on day one, most of those games are kind of one-sided. The Campadon Mona game, it was a very good game, entertaining as well, but it did not have the atmosphere. It never had the atmosphere of what the Jonathan Grant Stats game had. It never had that atmosphere. It never had it. Kevin Hall said overall full tomorrow. Omar Brown said, you know Taki High. Yes, I know Taki, Omar. I played against Taki when I was playing the Casa Cup in 2009. No, 2010. Was that in 2010? I played against Taki High. Milovic said match of his season so far, it even beat the Sportsmax game. Let me see, which Sportsmax game was highly excited? I see a lot of people make nice about the KC Calabar game. That was just one-sided. That never excited. That was kind of one-sided. That never really be excited. Excited games, people is game that are in the balance and both teams going at each other, going for the kill. Once it's one-sided, I don't see the excitement. That's just one team I beat up the next. I can't find excitement in that. That is the reason I would say that the Campadon Mona game would have been one of the teams that none of the games that been up there. But that's versus. I'm hoping to see more games like Stats versus Jonathan Grant game. Navarre Witter said 1-4 got big up. Answer. Alright, Ants. Can we can't say the last part. 1-4. Navarre Witter said one side. The Minister said ref thief Campadon in the Mona game. Well, me don't know. Not all. This other one said best game was Veer versus Cubans. VR versus Cubans. Not for me though. Not for me. Antonio said Sportsmax not show any Georges match. Oh, well, the first one was... No, it didn't show as well, for true. Miller's first match of the season did okay. Garvey 2, Kemsil 2. Yeah, it was okay. It was okay. Andy Carr said, how much goal Whisper scored today? He scored 1. And Tajar Walter said, which position you did play? Right wing and striker. Right wing and striker. And just the other day, me play on Corner League and they put me a left back. Man, the right winger, I think he play for... He must play for a schoolboy football team. Young and fit, man, I run... That kill me. Me at left back, that kill me. With me two left foot. That kill me. Nandez Mina said, no Sportsmax game the nights. Only Mona Campadon game got vibes because it have drama all over. True. But it's hard to pick up the game that was nice, you know. It's hard to pick up the game that was nice. For you, let me tell you, the reason why, for you to get a nice game, 1.5 hour, me only have a minute left, people. Me only have a minute left. Me only have a minute left. I got done the show, people. I got done the show. Me know it's tough. I say go. Yo, me I go sleep because my birthday tomorrow. Big up Navar. I close off now still. Let me set it up like me I close off because if that not move out of the background, people don't think me I close off. People, as you can see, people, we are 18,333. The target by Saturday is 19,000. By Saturday, people, the target is 19,000. Can we do it? Just the same. Anyway, just the same as you're wondering if your team can win the Dakasa Cup or the Manning Cup. Same way me I wonder if me can do it. We don't know. But the only way to happen is if you guys continue to share the video. That's the only way it can happen. And advise people to also subscribe. That's the only way. Excelsior and Katie did nice. Yeah, that was a good game as well. Kimona Samuel said 1 Waterford same way. Big up. Jay Smith said second round ball. I go start play. Navarro says thank you, bro. Happy birthday when it comes, my brother. Hopefully you tune in so you can get the birthday shout out just for even a couple of seconds. Fresh God said touch the like button has you reaching people. Enough respect also. Fresh God, they just a come. Close off in the Fresh God. close off. I go move something in the background I know. Cause you know, if me not move it in the background, people are gonna say, nah man, million close off, man. See there? Background gone. So we know. So we are 1 hour and 30 minutes in. And this was most definitely a good stream. People, I do apologize again because I could not announce all the score lines. So what you should do, follow my Instagram because by the end of the night, I'm sure we will get those scores. And by the end of the night, you will see it being published on our Instagram page. So look out for that, people. Most definitely. And thank you very much, people, for tuning in. Really appreciate it. Very good show again. Really good show again. Good stream again, people. And I'll see you guys again. Get some rest. And so me can do. Big up, people. Massive respect. MG Sports TV, people. Enjoy the rest of your night and have a good night sleep. Big up. We're out.